Hello guys, welcome back to Beyond the Realms, and today I'm going to be reviewing a recent release from Chemical Burn Films entitled Bloodline. This is an Italian film from director, let's see if I can say this name right, Edo Tagliavinis. And the big selling point with this film is that it has special effects from Italian effects master Sergio Stavoletti, and also the score is composed of legendary Italian composer Claudio Simonetti. So that when I saw that, that really piqued my interest in this film. Plus, I really liked the trailer a lot. But Bloodline tells a story of, it shows at the beginning these two twins that are playing like a hide-and-go-seek type game out in the woods. One of the girls is caught by this killer, and her sister Sandra gets away, and the other girl's missing. She's never found. And Sandra's always lived with guilt, and really had problems from it. Well, Sandra grows up to be this really well-known reporter, and she's given this job where they are going to go and report on this porn industry guy. He's doing these type of porn films. They're like artistic porn, like mixing art house with porn, and her boss wants her to go and cover the story. The only problem is it's very close to where the stuff happened to Sandra as a kid, so she's very apprehensive of it. But her boss tells her that if she doesn't do this, she's going to lose her job, so she has to take it. And once there, the porn director's very bizarre. He's very weird. He likes people to really kiss his ass. He's not real thrilled about a documentary crew being there. He just tells them, they have to be invisible. They have to remain in the background. And from there, of course, you can pretty much guess things with the surgeon here, as the killer is called, begins to happen again. Now, like I said, the big selling point, two legendary people working on this film. I'll just say up front, it probably isn't their best work that they've ever done. But then again, it's probably not their worst work. The effects were really good. I mean, I think that they were, kind of restrained because of the budget. I mean, it's obvious low budget, really low budget film, but I think for the budget that they had, the effects are really good. There's some pretty gruesome stuff in this and some pretty awesome kills. So the effects, they really worked for me. Now, as far as the score goes, when it was score music, I liked it. There was nothing that really stood out that made me think, oh, that's Claudio Simonetti there. Like, if I wouldn't have known either one of these guys were working on this film, I would have never just been able to pick it out from their work alone. There's some good score parts, stuff that's adequate, it works. But the only thing that didn't work for me is there was times where there was like this driving rock music, like radio rock sounding stuff, and I realized, he did Dawn of the Dead, and there's some things in Dawn of the Dead that's like a rock music type score, but I don't know, it's probably just my own conceptions of what I expect from him. Like, it just sounded, I don't know, just too modern and just too mainstream. I don't know, I just didn't expect stuff like that. But overall, the score is pretty good. Now, the film itself, it's pretty decent. I mean, it has some problems with acting. And it's kind of like the first half of the film is kind of dull. Like the first 40 minutes or so, there's not a whole lot that goes on. There's a lot of just exposition with the porn crew and the documentary crew, where they're trying to build a story, but it just doesn't really go along at a really good pace. It kind of drags along a little bit there. But once you hit like the halfway point, like right around 40-45 minutes, a lot of the gore and the action starts to pick up, and I think the film really took off. In the second half, the film was a lot better. It does have some, like I said, really good gore moments. Now this guy, he apparently, the killer in this, the surgeon, he apparently is like this deviant guy. What he does is he gets these people and he takes out supposedly like organ by organ, like and tortures these people, and he's got these odd, weird experiments. That's like the speculation that people have of him, And when he's revealed and the kind of things that he has and the people he has, once that's all revealed, it wasn't what I was expecting. I can't really say what it is because it'll be a spoiler, and I don't really want to spoil anything here, so I'm just going to leave it at that. It took a turn that I didn't expect the film to take. Not that that was a bad thing. It just, nowhere on here did it really give me the impression it was going to go the route that it did. Now there is, of course, Sandra, she sees the ghost of her sister, which I thought was cool. It's kind of leading her on. There is kind of a twist with what happens with the surgeon. I didn't think it was really hard to see. I mean, there's nothing, that's really stands out plot-wise in this, but I was really entertained by this, and honestly, this is probably one of the better chemical burn films that I've seen. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and say it. This is the best chemical burn film that I've seen. I thought it was really good. I think they really did well by picking this one up and distributing this one. It's really good to see a good Italian film once again. But like I said, there's not anything here plot-wise that you probably haven't seen before. It's nothing that's, the twist is, you can see it coming. The effects and music, it's not the best of either guy. So, I mean, it's not something that's, oh my God, I have to rush out and get this film. But if you, like and miss Italian horror films, because you don't really hear of them anymore, this is one to definitely check out, guys. And this has been a really good year for horror, I think. There's so many films that's been good to great this year, and I would definitely put this in that category. I'm going to give Bloodline a 7 out of 10. This is available now through Chemical Burn Films. But yeah, guys, I recommend checking it out. If you like gore fest, if you like killers that have an atmosphere to them. I mean, I like this splatter guard thing that he wears, and he's got like this, I don't know, like this plastic underneath it. He's a cool, interesting killer. If you're into stuff like that, and stalk and slash type stuff too, and then also some weird and bizarre things too as far as the people goes that he modifies. Like I said, there's a whole plot element here that I'm not talking about just because I don't want to spoil it for you, because it's not really let on here at all too much. So yeah, guys, that is Bloodline. Pick it up now. I am Jason. You've been watching Beyond the Realms, guys. Have a good one. Later.